Hey YouTube, my name is Kenny. Thank you for checking out this channel. So in today's video, what we're going to be doing is fixing a few parts on the Yamaha Banshee 1992 restoration project. And these parts are going to be simple. We're going to be getting the bumper stripped, repowder coated, so it's exactly color matched everything else. We're going to be doing the same thing with the OEM heel guards, as well as we're going to be getting the rear brake caliper Cerakoted. All right, everyone, thank you for checking out this video. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. We have gotten a lot of work done to this Banshee, and this is not the actual seat that's going to go on it. Once we get these few parts done in this video today, everything else is going to be cosmetic. We're going to be getting a new seat cover on there. We'll be getting some plastics installed, and then we'll be close to getting this thing done. So for those of you who do not know, we did pick up the 1992 Yamaha Banshee down in Oak Hill, West Virginia area. I did get it, and it was kind of in rough condition, and I decided to do an OEM restoration. So everything on this machine is OEM, minus a few parts like the radiator, the K&N air filter, and I'm wanting to say that's about it. Everything else is Yamaha OEM part numbers. So what we're going to be doing is getting those couple things done today in this video. We did get everything else built up. I'll be showing a playlist at the very end if you're concerned about how we got to where we're at and things that we've done. But let's go ahead and get these parts taken care of.
Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up.
All right, so the first thing we're going to be tackling is the OEM front bumper. And it is just slightly a different shade of silver. I mean, I don't even know if I need to redo it, actually. I mean, slightly. Yeah, I think we actually might be good on that. I don't know, you tell me, should I strip it or not? Yeah, we're gonna go ahead. This one looks polished aluminum. This looks more like a gray, so we're gonna strip this and get it repowder coated so it's gonna look like everything else. And we'll go ahead and get that process done. All right, so one of the first things I'm gonna do, I am gonna go ahead and put it in the sandblasting cabinet instead of the dip. If it's paint, it should come off there real easy, and it's gonna give me a real quick shot to see what we're dealing with. If it's not coming off there easy, we're gonna go ahead and dip it. All right, it actually wasn't too hard coming off there as you saw in that little section there, but I do have the stripper for a reason, so let's go ahead and just drop it in the stripper and make sure, you know, and just let it do its thing. All right, now off to the next parts. So the next thing we're going to be dealing with is the OEM heel guards, I guess, or the heel protection. So we're going to take the plastic cover that's on the right side off, or the left side off. We do have a new one coming in the mail. And we're just going to go ahead and get these powder coated. Got these for a good deal off of a guy on Facebook on one of the Banshee groups. And the thing is they were like 140 bucks. It wasn't super cheap and it wasn't super expensive. However, you can find them cheaper on eBay, but I didn't really want to do any of the Chinese stuff on this machine. So I'm trying to avoid that at all costs. So OEM, here we go. Sandblasting, going to get powder coated. All right, so as expected, the stripper worked absolutely amazing. If you're concerned about what it is the Easy Powder Strip from Columbia Coatings. That's their phone number and their address right there. For what I do at home, that's absolutely amazing. I mean, it does take a little bit of time, like 30 minutes or so, to be able to strip parts. And I know some of the industrial stuff takes like 2. But overall, without this, I would be, you know, up the creek without a paddle. So what we got right now is the front bumper. It's been cleared. That's why it looks white. So we got the white bumper now, which is actually 2 coats of silver, and it has the 1 coat of the clear color put on it, as well as we have the heel guards here. They're curing, so they still have another 17 minutes left because they got up to temperature. Yeah, and that's what we're doing. So we're gonna be waiting for all that to come out of the oven here in a little bit. And that beer's looking clean now. And we're gonna be getting those on the 92 Banshee right here. Front bumper's gonna be on. We're gonna get those heel guards on. And I am gonna go ahead and start disassembling that rear caliper so we can go ahead and get that Cerakoted as well. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get our rear master cylinder taken apart. We're gonna keep all of this because I wanna be able to put the brake back on and all. So what we're gonna do is we've went ahead and taken out our banjo bolt. It's up there. These right here, I want to see about getting these powder coated. The silver, or I might just Cerakote these silver. We're going to take out these two Allens here to get this whole park brake assembly off. And we're going to go ahead and get this one out because this will loosen up this bracket. Bracket's all off. We really don't even have to take this off. The Cerakote is so thin that it really won't be a problem. So what we're going to do is end up sandblasting this and then Cerakoting it. So silver, silver, silver. Feed our bushings through. And we're going to try to clean these up to get all that extra paint and stuff off there that we don't need. And we're going to get our air hose and see if this pops out as it should right here. Maybe if we're lucky. That comes out there. Then we'll go ahead and get the two. Should be at least 2 O-rings in there. Looks like there's more actually. Without. And number 2. So to the parts washer we're going to go after we get this one bolt out here. Parts washer we're going to go to. One final thing, if you look far in there, you can see that O-ring washer, that O-ring in there. I did break it loose, but we need to get that out. This is air cured, but I do use the oven to help dry these parts, so we just want to make sure we get everything out that can melt. All right, so we have everything taken apart. We have all the powder coating completely done for these parts that we were going to do, as well as we have the Cerakoting done. So I did something a little bit different. I just took some of the silver and I mixed a little bit of the black in it just to see if it would give me a little bit of a darker tinge to the gray, which is what I wanted because that master cylinder is a little bit darker. So like I stated, this is not going to be perfect. It's just going to be a really nice replica though. And I'm hoping you can just tell the difference. So this is the gray that I mixed with a little bit of the black, and this is just the actual silver. So it's just a little bit darker, which is what I'm looking for. So we're going to go ahead and get that front bumper on. All right, so we got the front bumper installed, and it looks absolutely pristine on there. Looks great, color match. The silver is right identical with the rest of the frame and everything, so it looks good. Now it's time to get those heel guards on. All right, here we are. It looks absolutely wonderful. We got the OEM front bumper blasted, powder coated, reinstalled. Same thing with the heel guards. Then those heel guards are great. Like I stated, I got them off a guy online, and his name is Barry Quinn, BarryQuinn. I think I found him on one of the Banshee groups, maybe Banshee HQ or Banshee Chop Shop. I put on there that I was looking for OEM heel guards. He reached out to me, and then he kind of helped me out. He saved me in the long run. So originally what I did was get on Partzilla, look up the part number for this side over here, and it matches another quad. So I was thinking, oh, okay, I'll just buy a set of these from a 350 Warrior. They do not line up, they do not match because the other side is something different. He let me know that that was not gonna work, and it was a little difference in part numbers, send me some part numbers for the other side as well. So I went ahead and bought these off him. The good thing about it is he's one of those people who was not completely difficult. So he was subtle, really nice, friendly, helped me out, checked up on me later on to make sure I had the parts and everything. So I told him I'll get him a shout out in this video, and that's exactly what I'm doing. But let's go ahead and get that master cylinder reassembled and reinstalled. All right, we're gonna just see if we can get all this reinstalled quickly without going too crazy. Gonna use some assembly lube, and that's gonna be my friend in this. First thing I'm gonna do is put a little bit of grease down in there. Get that O-ring back in. Go ahead and get our far end O-ring in. Go ahead and put some grease on there, lube them up a little bit. And we're gonna see if we can push our piston in. It can be used, it can get cleaned up a little bit. Let me clean that up first. All right, so the wire wheel got a good bit of that off there, so I'll go ahead and go straight in and get that placed in there. Pistons all the way in there. Got all these cleaned up. We're just going to slide them all back into their areas that they came out of. Put a little bit of grease down there too. Didn't clean this one the best, but I'm going to go ahead and get that one back on. I'll slide this one on. Goes in there a lot easier than it came out. All right, we're making a nice mess of this, but it's no big deal because of Cerakoted. Everything will just come off easily. So on this now, so we'll just slide into here, as I showed you earlier. All right, so we're gonna put that washer back in there that came out right there. Get that tightened down. And we can try to slide this back through. All right, sorry, moving all around on camera, but here we go. Two different colors as you see, gray, hardware. That part's done. Now we got to get the backside on. Yeah. All right, so we got those few things done. We got that rear car caliper installed on here. It's a little bit darker, as you can tell, than everything else. Looks great, Cerakoted, cleaned up. You got a little bit of oil on here and there, or grease, but no problems. Let's get some overall looks of it. Yeah, looks absolutely great. I think the next thing we're gonna just do is get that headlight redone. That's just gonna be shown in the next video, but take it for a couple rips. Then hopefully we'll be able to get some plastics on here soon enough. Next video, what I'm gonna be doing is showing the new seat cover that I got, along with the tank cover and radiator cover. So we're gonna get this all rolling here shortly. All right, everyone, thank you for checking out this video. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you want to see how we got from where we were to how we are. And if you have any questions about this build, check out the playlist right here.
I feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take